Good morning, students. I welcome you again in the classes of chemistry. Today, we going to discuss about some examples of changes, some important examples of changes. The first, evaporation. Evaporation is a simple physical conversion in which a liquid matter get converts into its gaseous one on heating at any temperature below its boiling point. Okay, evaporation is a kind of physical change. Now, why it is called a kind of physical change? Because during this change, no new substance is formed. A liquid substance chemically remains same. For examples, when we heat water below its boiling point, it get changed into its gaseous form. But chemically, it remains water. And this change can be reversed back to its original form or former form just by changing the condition. That means reverse the condition means from heating to cooling. That means when we cool the vapor, it condenses into liquid again. Okay. Now, rate of evaporations may also get influenced with the rise of temperature, and the relationship is there with the temperature is that now rate of evaporation is directly proportional to the temperature somehow, because temperature rises, rate of evaporations rises to a certain extent. Okay, now the next examples of change, that is vaporization. Now, what is vaporization? Vaporization is just like evaporation, because during this change, again liquid get converts into its gaseous condition on heating. But a little bit difference is there. Now, evaporations occurs at any temperature below its boiling point, but vaporization takes place at a fixed temperature. That is called its boiling point. Okay. One more difference between vaporization and evaporations. Evaporations is a surface phenomenon because evaporations occurs at surface of the water bodies, whereas vaporizations takes place throughout the body. There is also a little bit difference between the evaporation and vaporizations, but actually both are similar conversion, because in both the conversions a liquid substance get transformed into its gaseous form on heating. Okay. Next change, that is dissolution, condensation, condensations. Now, it is also a physical process of conversions, and this process is totally contrary to the evaporation and vaporizations, because during vaporization and evaporations, liquid substance get converted into its gaseous form, but during these condensations, the gaseous state of matter get converts into its liquid form on cooling. Okay, that means what is condensation? The condensation is a physical process of conversions in which a gaseous substance get converts into its liquid forms on cooling. Okay, next, that is dissolution. Now, what is dissolution? Dissolution is actually combination of two English words. One is dissolving and second one is solution. That means now when we dissolve a solute in a liquid to produce its solution, then that process is called dissolution. And dissolution is generally a physical change, because for examples, when we dissolve sugar in water, we obtain the solution of sugar and water. But from these solutions, we can also obtain sugar and water back. So it is a kind of physical change, but in some cases, dissolutions may be a chemical change. For examples, when we dissolve glucose in water, it is also examples of dissolutions, but it is examples of a chemical change. Okay, clear? Next, freezing. Freezing is a simple physical conversion. And what is freezing? Now, freezing is a physical conversions in which a liquid substances get solidified into its uh, solidifieds on cooling. For example, when we freezes water, it becomes ice. Or when melted metals or melted any solid substance, when subjected to cool, they get solidified. And it is a kind of physical change. Why it is called physical change? Because during this change, no new substance is formed. The chemically matters remains same. Next, melting. Melting is also a physical change, and it is just contrary to the freezing. Now, in melting, a solid substance get converted into its liquid form on heating. And so, melting is a kind of physical change because during melting, no new substance is formed. Matter retain its chemical properties. Now, the next example, that is rusting. Now, what is rusting? Rusting is a kind of chemical change, and it's a chemical change in which brown, reddish, loose powdery substance get deposited on the surface of iron when the iron's sheet or the iron made articles are exposed to the open areas, that means in moist air conditions, and the reddish brown powder is called rust, and the process of formation of the rust on the surface of metal is called rusting. Rusting is also called corrosion, and corrosion means eaten away, because in rusting metals get lost gradually, layer over layer. Next one, that is burning. Burning is also a chemical change, just like rusting. Burning is also a chemical change because during this process a new substance is formed. In case of rusting, an iron get chemically converted into hydrated ferric oxide. From iron, hydrated ferric oxide. That is chemically completely a new substance. Just like that, in burning, now a combustible substance catches fire on ignitions, and when it catches fire, it start burns, and when it burns in the presence of oxygens, it produced two or more new substances. Especially or generally, now when a combustible substance like carbon or any organic substances or fossil fuels burns, it produces oxides like carbon dioxide, water vapor, okay, and releases energy in the form of different forms. And sometimes it also produces solid substances which get remains at the side, that is called ash. Okay, that is all about the different kinds of examples of changes which are belongs to either physical changes or chemical changes. Thank you.